Good morning. This is a spelling video for the week. We are going to get started with 4 words that you're going to be practicing throughout the week. Hope you guys are doing well. You will need pencil and paper for this, and so you can pause the video and go grab that if you don't have it with you already. Okay, let's start. The first word we have today is tortoise. Say tortoise. Okay, think of like the tortoise and the hare. A tortoise is a reptile similar to a turtle, and we think to spell this word as tortoise. Okay, let's start. Tortoise, 2 syllables. In the first syllable, what sounds do you hear? T, or, 2 sounds. That's that 2-letter or phonogram that makes that sound. In the second syllable, what sounds do you hear? T, oi, s, 3 sounds. The oi is oi that we do not use at the end of English words. And after this, we need to have a silent final E, job number 5, which stops this word from looking like a plural. Okay, so tortoise, silent final E, job number 5 at the end of that. Go ahead and write it. And sound out those phonograms as you write. Okay, if you need more time, pause the video and you can continue. Let's go over the spelling. T, or, syllable break. T, oi, s, silent final E, job number 5, tortoise. Okay. Now let's go over markings. And make corrections if you need to also at this time. Okay, so we're going to underline the or phonogram here, 2-letter phonogram. We also have the 2-letter oi phonogram. We're going to put a thinking cap on top of it because it says more of an I sound. It's almost like just this O is silent, tortoise. Okay, skipping over the S for a moment, we're going to double underline our silent final E. It's a job number 5, and then go back to our S. This is a noun. I don't know if I've been doing parts of speech for all of these spelling lessons. I feel like I haven't, but that's what we do in class, so it's kind of good to do. A tortoise is a noun. It's an animal. Okay, our next word, actually we'll go with the one after it. And as far as meanings, they're both political words, so having to do with government. The next one we're going to look at here is parliament. Say parliament. Okay, the word parliament refers to British government specifically. So Ella, I think you're watching now, you're probably more familiar with parliament than other people in class. So parliament is part of England's government. And so we don't have parliament in the US, but it is part of theirs, similar to Congress. And that's going to be the next word that we'll look at. Okay, so parliament is a word that we think to spell parliament. And I just remember the spelling on my own, think to spell this as parliament. So either way, but parliament would be really better to help you remember the spelling of it, since it goes along with the rules that we'll go over. Okay, so parliament. Parliament, 4 syllables. In the first syllable, what sounds do you hear? P, R, 2 sounds. That's the R 2-letter phonogram, R the pirate phonogram. In the next syllable, what sounds do you hear? I, 2 sounds. That's it, I-E in an open syllable. Next, A, 1 sound. That's just A-A. And finally, N, T, 4 sounds. Make sure you're sounding this out as parliament, not mint, but meant. We use the E phonogram for the vowel sound there. Okay, write the word parliament. And sound it out as you write. Okay, if you need more time, you can pause the video. Let's go over the correct spelling. R, syllable break. I, syllable break. A, syllable break. N, T, Parliament. Okay, if you need to change the spelling of it, cross it out just like we would do in class. Cross it out and rewrite it so that you have the practice of writing the whole word correctly. Okay, we pronounce this word as parliament. So we're going to underline R, the pirate phonogram. The IE parliament says more of an sound. So we're going to put a thinking cap on top of that. And this is silent in the word. Parliament. We skip over that A. By the way, that's a thinking cap there. Okay. And then parliament, we tend to say an E sound for that E usually. Parliament is another noun. Okay. Now we're going to look at the word Congress. So in the U.S. government, we have congressmen for each state. And so Congress is the whole grouping of those congressmen for each state who help to write laws and make important decisions for our country. So Congress is our word. Sound it out with me. Congress. 2 syllables. In the first syllable, what do you hear? N. 3 sounds. Basic code. Next syllable. G, S. 4 sounds. We're going to double that S with the floss rule. So Congress has a double S at the end. Go ahead and write Congress. Okay, let's go over the spelling together. N, syllable break. G, S. And then double that S, Z. Congress. Okay. And for markings, this first syllable is basic code. Okay. We're just going to double underline that S. That's all we're going to do. This is another noun. Okay. And our last word today is restaurant. Okay. Do you say restaurant? So I pronounce this word as restaurant, kind of a 2-syllable word. Some people say restaurant. That's another way to pronounce it. The way we think to spell this word, though, is restaurant. Can you say that with me? Restaurant. So we kind of flip the 2 sounds of the last 2 syllables. Instead of restaurant, it's restaurant. So let's sound out the syllables. Restaurant, 3 syllables. In the first syllable, what sounds do you hear? S, T, 4 sounds. That's basic code. Next syllable, what do you hear? Or actually, you have the T in the second syllable. We'll stick with this though. S, T, 4 sounds in that first syllable. Next, 1 sound. This is that we do not use at the end of English words. That we do not use at the end of English words. And then finally, n, t, 4 sounds. Rest-a-rant. Sound it out as you write. Okay, now let's go over the correct spelling. S, T, syllable break. Oops. Jumping ahead of myself with markings. Syllable break. N, T. Restaurant. Okay, check that your spelling matches mine. And make a change by crossing out the whole word and rewriting it if you need to. Okay, this is basic code. This is the that we do not use at the end of English words phonogram. This makes more of an sound, or some people pronounce it as silent. That's the way I usually say it, restaurant. Some people say restaurant, though. Okay, and then over here, The a-ah makes an ah sound. So basically, you're flipping the sounds of these two. Okay, and restaurant is a noun. It's a noun lesson. Okay, those are all of our words for this week. We should be doing 4 times a week practice after you're done with this, but some of that can be part of our live sessions as we do it together. Okay, have a wonderful rest of your day. Miss you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.